Good morning, students. I hope you all are fine and you all have enjoyed your Diwali vacation nicely and you all are safe. Okay, so before this particular vacation, I provided you one link where you could enjoy the animated version of this particular chapter Kaki. So I hope you all have watched that video and you all have watched and enjoyed as well. So we have already completed this chapter, means the text portion is already done, and look, that's why I thought to provide you something different so that you can get the concept of this particular chapter thoroughly. So for that reason only it was given, and I hope you all have enjoyed. So today we will start with the question answer part of this particular chapter. Before I proceed, since we have only two chapters in our portion, so we need not to worry. Rather, we should do it in a steady manner so that we can answer all the questions correctly. So what you all need to do today is you all need to just pause the video right here, and you need to open your study material and you need to try to solve these questions by yourself. Okay, or you can do another thing, that is you can listen to my discussion, then you can try to write the answers of your very own, and then only you are allowed to open your worksheet where you are going to get sample answers of these questions. I know you all are much habituated with this particular system. I hope you all will definitely follow that. So I will not take much time because I want all of you to listen to the discussion and then to try to write these answers of your very own. So that's why it requires time. So the first we will do only reference to context question today. So the first extract is given. Just as light shower often makes the heat worse, the few puris had merely whet Kaki's craving. And she said, "No, my daughter, get to your mother and bring some more." So who had brought the basket for Kaki? So obviously the answer is Ladli, Pudhiram's daughter, had brought the basket for Kaki. Okay, how did she feel about Kaki? Okay, she was the only person. We have come to know from the entire story that only Ladli was a person who was sympathetic or even rather empathetic towards Kaki. So Ladli only used to take care of uh, Kaki. Rest others were simply detached from her. Now number B. Where was Kaki at this point in the story? Okay, when this particular incident takes place, Kaki was obviously at a shabby room. So she was obviously in her room. Okay. What time she was at her room? What time was it? It was around 11 p.m. when all guests they went to their respective houses and only the family members were there. It was at around 11 p.m. Now number C. What comparison does the narrator use to describe Kaki's desire at this point in the story? So the C, the comparison is already mentioned in the extract. Okay, so her craving for food or her hunger was the comparison was between her hunger, and it was like after means when it's a scorching heat outside, if that time light shower often makes the heat more unbearable. So the same thing happened with Kaki. Those few puris she was served with. So that only whet her appetite instead of making her satisfied or making her feel complete. So this was the thing we can mention here. Now number 3. In number 3 the extract is, just then Rupa woke up. She did not find Ladli by her side. she looked around and saw Ladli standing beside the used leaf plates. So this is the extract. The first question is, when did Rupa wake up? Rupa wake up just when Ladli went to Kaki's room. That particular time only, after dinner, when everyone is asleep, uh, Ladli noticed her mother. She was waiting for her mother to get asleep, and when her mother was sleeping, that time Ladli woke up and she went to Kaki's room. In the meantime, Rupa woke up. Now, next question is, what was special about the day? So, on that particular day, it was Budhiram's son's engagement. So, it was that particular day when many guests were there at their place. Now, next question is, what was the sight that horrified Rupa when she saw Ladli standing? Okay. So, when Rupa found Kaki to, she was she was finding food from the leftovers or used plates. She was uh, trying to take out whatever is left over there. So this scene only somehow horrified Rupa. And why? Because she felt ashamed of herself. That on that particular day, that was an auspicious day, and on that particular day she fed hundred of people. Okay, but she couldn't feed one helpless woman. Okay, who, the woman who has given everything, whatever she had, she did give those things to her husband, and uh, she could feed, she could invite many other people, she could feed them, but except that helpless woman, she fed everyone. So this was something she was ashamed of herself. And the scene of means the side that Kaki was finding food, she was just like anything, she was searching her food from the used leaf plates or from the leftovers of the food. She was trying to somehow eat something. So that was a scene that somehow she got a pinch of her conscience, as well as she was horrified, rather maybe at the sight of her own dark side. So this, and moreover her daughter was present there. So maybe somewhere within her mind she could get a link that my daughter is going, means how is my, whatever sense my daughter is having, being such, so uh, means but she is a very small girl, so she has that sense. But being her mother, even I don't have that kind of feelings or that kind of sense. So maybe these all are the things that horrified her. Okay, so I hope these are the things I wanted to discuss. Okay, so whatever is discussed, I think it will somehow help you to write the answers of your very own. I would love to find you all to write something of your very own. You are free to add something, some more things with this, but that should be absolutely relevant to the question. The answer should be to the point, it should be precise, at the same time it should be lucidly expressed, everything, it should be logical. Whatever, it's not like whatever you can, you will add up, as since you have read the entire story, so you will add up incidents. It's nothing like that. The whatever you add, it should definitely be connected, it should definitely have a valid point, it should be to the point answer. So this is the thing I wanted to discuss. I think it will help you. Now what you all need to do is, you all need to now just open your study material. There you are going to get all these questions, and you can get these questions in your book also. So you need to try to solve these questions by your own self. Then you are allowed to download your worksheet file, where you will get sample answers of all these questions. This much for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.